You're not going to be drinking like that in the audio either.
I'm going to drink however I want to drink.
Listen, our viewers don't want to get...
I almost spit on my microphone.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything.
Welcome to another episode of Q-Tip and the Short Guy. I'm the Kid Dre.
And I'm Dee.
And so we haven't, let's just say we haven't been here, but we're back, and I don't know what's going on in the world today, but I'm blaming the world.
Well, if you're like our president, you'll blame China.
You know what's funny? I was like talking to my mom, and I was like, the worst part about this whole pandemic is like, I still feel like he'll find a way to either blame someone else or think like, I'm great, I got us through this. But it's like, no, bro, you put us through this.
Right, because honestly, he saw all the other countries, what they were going through. He was very...
Sorry, I'm sorry, that was premature.
Got a little trigger happy.
Holy crap, oh, damn, I lost my bullet.
He was a little more prepared as far as like what was to come rather than China.
Yeah, because other countries were already dealing with it, so like...
Exactly. And I feel like I think I saw on like the news or something that they warned him, or they warned officials like saying, "Hey, you guys gotta prepare for this," and he was just like,
Nah.
America's great because I made it great again.
You know what my big thing is? Like, it started off and I was like, yeah, you know what? This is just like them. It's a serious thing. I want to, before I get further into it, because I know a lot of people like, there's a lot of people that hear me say these things and they're like, you're not taking it serious. No, not true. I do take it serious. And the more we talk about it today, I'm sure it will be obvious that I do. But it's like, in the beginning, it was just like, in my head, it was like you guys they were causing more of a mass hysteria.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like
faster than they had to.
I feel like it's kind of confusing, and this is where people are like, you're not taking it too serious, because half of the people are like, oh, it's not that bad. It's like a flu.
Yeah.
Then you have the other people that are like, stay 6 feet away from each other. Social distancing.
So like,
people are dying.
I just lost a fucking bullet again. Like, it literally just rolled out of my hand. Anyways.
Put the gun down.
Alright. So, basically, this is the most, like, chaotic, calm situation.
Yeah.
Because it's like everything's fucking closed. You can't go anywhere. Stay away from me. Cover your mouth. Wash your hands 1,000 times a day. And then it's like, yeah, but I'm going to go for a walk at the park with my dog. You want to come? Like, what? That doesn't make...
True.
It doesn't make sense.
Shut down? They did shut down parks. But, like, how do you shut down...
Yeah.
How do you shut down but not actually shut down?
Right. So it's like, it's super chaotic and it's super serious, but at the same time, it's just like, nah, it's Monday. And I don't got to work. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. But... And it's just, it's not, I don't think it's like, it's an American thing. Americans are so used to, like, this is the land of the free. You're not going to tell me I can't leave my house.
Right.
But they're not understanding, hey, this is not about questioning or controlling your freedom. This is about stopping something that we have absolutely no control over. The one thing we have the control over is people staying away from other people. The thing we don't have control on is this virus. So it's like, why not take control of the thing we can control, which is people interacting with other people? And nobody's getting that part. That's the part that people aren't getting. They're just like, this is crazy, as they walk into a store instead of staying home. This is all so nuts. What the fuck, dude? If you think it's that crazy, then why are you out? You know what I mean? It's just so, oh man. Like,
there's some stuff that I'm like, why are you still open?
Right. Now, All right, so listen, we both work. We are both still working right now because we're essential. But your job is essential because like there's no choice. My job is also essential. The only problem I'm having with my job is we put all these precautions into place. We have to keep account of people that are shopping because we have a limit of how many people obviously can be in the store at a time. And my job, I will definitely say, it's essential to those who need something repaired immediately for life living reasons. Like, oh, my water tank went. Let me go fix that. Or I have the ceiling's falling. You know what I mean?
I was honestly trying to wrap my head around that. Like, how is
a lot? Okay, all right. So let's not talk about where I work. Thank you very much, Dee. Anyways,
which one you work at?
It doesn't matter. I don't know I work for that place. Anyways, I'm gonna cut that up.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was saying was,
let me rephrase. How do the place that you work? How is that place essential? I was really trying to wrap my head around.
All right, so that's the thing. It's like we can't just shut down because that's the thing. It's like, what if someone's like, oh shoot, today I got locked in my house yesterday, so we're on complete shutdown. Let's say this is all hypothetical. We're on complete shutdown today, and then tomorrow all of a sudden you're walking in down the hall and you hear chirp chirp. Oh, my smoke detector just went. You know what I mean? So so like even though it's like you don't like think of those things as like we're also like natural disaster like relief type thing. So like if there's a flood, we have sub pumps. You come in and you could get the sub pump. You know what I mean? So like that's where everyone goes is when it's like weather related, but also just life related, like emergency happen. But besides that, we're also a shelter.
But Amazon is essential too. Why is Amazon essential?
Maybe because Amazon sells a plethora of products, so it's like between like the toilet paper and the paper towel and the, you know what I'm saying. So, but my job is also a shelter. That's another reason we can't shut. So if the homeless people in that area, and there are a lot of them, need somewhere to sleep,
homeless.
That's the thing. My thing is, we are constantly kicking them out of our parking lot. So if push comes to shove and they shut down the entire state and people have to be inside and they need a place to go, I don't think we're gonna let them in. Not the ones that we kick out. The ones we kick out, we're gonna be like, go next door. That's the best we can do for you. But yeah, so my thing is, we put all the things in place. Because this time I actually remember where I was going with that conversation, so I'm gonna get back to it. We put all those precautions in place to make sure that we have like things on the ground that's like for your safety and the safety of our employees, 6 feet away. We have signs that we wear now that say stay 6 feet away. Like, we're taking the precautions. My only thing is, the last thing we should be doing is literally the person who's standing there counting the people as they come in, be like, what can I help you with at the door? So if they're like, oh, I just came because I want to buy some paint for my walls, I'm bored at home, you can't come in.
That's what they do?
No, that's what we should be doing. We should be an essential. I want to make my sales plan because we get bonuses and shit. My bonus was really low because we didn't do that well. So like right now, I'm like, hey, whatever. If they want to come in and spend their money that they're not getting back next week or next Friday in their check, that's fine with me. I don't care. I'm still getting paid because I'm essential. Sorry, I've been saying that all week. But it's just like, if you're not here for something like emergency related, don't come in. Like, that's where I'm at. It should be at that point where we're just like, no. We can only help you, you know what I mean? But then it doesn't matter because then they'll smarten up and come back and be like, my septic system is leaking. I don't know. I just don't.
I feel like what you were getting at, like people are bored. There's nothing to do, so like, why not go to the grocery store for fun?
But like, fucking find a talent. Sit at home and like discover yourself.
I think this is where like.
Work on your
technology
relationship.
And social media has really taken off because
people make
you don't know how many TikToks I've seen,
and it's annoying. And I can't listen. I was laughing. I was making so many jokes in my own head because it's like everybody's like on making like memes and videos and like joking
challenges.
and doing all these jokes, and I'm just like, they're like, oh, day 14 of quarantine, but like I'm laughing because I'm like, you do realize that if we have an actual countrywide shutdown, what that means? That means eventually you're not gonna have internet. Because behind your internet is a human being. So it's like, you guys are making jokes of things that like you're not completely thinking about.
I think this is a way that we cope.
Yeah, 100%. Because that's what I've been doing at work. I have been sending videos to like my group chats of me just being like, "What's up, everybody? This is your." Where I work, COVID-19 essential team, reminding you to stay the fuck home. Like, literally, I've just been making really weird videos and talking about how, like, customers are really, like, you're complaining that there's no one here to help you, but, like, at least we're open. Like, what
at least you have a place to go to.
Yeah, and it's just like, and it's just like, well, the one guy that was like, I've been waiting an hour for help, and we're like, well, sorry, half of our staff is not here right now. He's like, well, then why are you open? Because you clearly needed shit to get here.
Right.
So, like, that doesn't make sense. It's like, how some of these people are like, I'm so sorry. I currently, at this moment, don't have someone who can help you. And they're like, no, I understand. I'll come back when this is all over. And other people are just like, you fucking fucked me. Well, okay, sir.
Don't yell at me.
Sorry about that. I'm so sorry that I didn't go. First of all, like one of my associates, it's because he's older, so he's like, I'm not risking it. The other one went on vacation. He's on fucking quarantine. Another one has a kid that's not in school. So it's like half of my staff has shit going on. They can't come in. So it's like, what do you want me to go to the house and be like, hey, I'm babysitting your daughter today. You're not old today, and you're fine. You're not in quarantine no more. What?
Imagine. Oh my gosh, I'm not old anymore.
That's how.
I feel so young now.
That's how it works. Apparently, that is how it works. I'm not like, and like what. And this whole time I was like, I don't need to wear a mask. I'm fine. I wash my hands 1,000 like.
But you got asthma.
Right. So let me tell you why. Let me tell you where the mask comes into play and the gloves. So like, I have always washed my hands, covered my own mouth. I keep a distance. I try to keep, and also, you know how I mentioned that we had the signs to say 6 feet away. Mm-hmm. There's no respect.
I was gonna say that. Like, you think that people are gonna actually stay 6 feet away?
Bro.
Listen, I've been to, I'm sure as everyone has been to grocery stores since this has happened, and you think people are staying 6 feet away? No, I'm passing people in the aisles right next to them.
But it's not even that. It's like,
and like the lines for to cash out. You think I'm standing behind the line?
Listen, you have worked there. You know those few that get right in your face and to ask you a question. You're just like, you don't need to be that close to me. Elevate your voice from back there, and we'll be fine. But it's like,
you know what I noticed though? 6 feet is really far. I'm like, imagine having a conversation with someone like this far away. Like, hey man, how's it going?
No, yeah, it's really actually far.
Yeah.
So, but fuck. What are they talking about? Something.
People being all up in your face.
Oh, the mask. That's right. Okay, so yeah, so I wash my hands 1,000 times to the point where it's like, if I wash them anymore, they're gonna turn to dust.
Yeah.
I don't put lotion on.
They haven't already.
Nah, I'm surprised they haven't.
Right.
But anyways, point being, this one guy was not someone who works there, that's for sure. He had to sneeze.
Oh my goodness.
And he put his arm up, and he bent it a little at the little elbow, as though he was going to put it completely to his face and sneeze into the inside of his elbow. However, there was about 6 feet between his elbow and his mouth when he sneezed, and I didn't understand how he thought he was covering his mouth. Like, he literally was just like this, and he just chewed. And I was like, oh, no, I'm wearing a mask. That's it. People are retarded. There's people. You know how they used to spit on our floors?
Oh, I hated that.
They're still doing that.
Hated it.
But they're still doing it.
Oh, so gross. Okay.
I don't like the one the spit
No.
that has a little yellow phlegm in it. I'm like, oh
Mm-mm.
God, you're sick. Go take care of yourself. Why you're here? No, there's that, and
you
then
need to
it's like,
self-quarantine.
and then it's like you get out of your car and there's just like a slew of fucking masks, gloves, fucking tissues all over. It's like you don't think
To be
that's
honest,
spreading
when-
it? People
to
are
be-
trashy in this country.
To be honest, when I see that, I'm like, you're doing too much. And I guess that's
But
what
that's
maybe
one of
makes
those-
me like not taking it seriously. I don't know.
No, that moment right there is the exact like a prime example of the taking it like so extreme and then it's like, oh, gotta wipe down my car, gotta wear a mask and gloves and blah blah blah, but I'm gonna throw my trash on the ground. Okay, because that makes fucking sense. You are still spreading it, sir. You might be fine, but like you're gonna spread it to someone else, who's gonna spread it to someone else, and then it's gonna come full circle to the wife that you're fucking, and it's like, and now it's back to you because you threw your shit on the trash. Mm-hmm.
You know what I've been seeing a lot?
Because your wife is cheating on you. That's what I was getting at.
That's your way to get revenge.
I know you was fucking that dude.
Don't make me cough on you.
Oh my God! Somebody's got COVID-19 fucking bottled up, and they are waiting. They
In
are
a
waiting.
jar?
They're like this. They're like, "Where were you? Don't make me do it!
I'll break it. I'll break it. I'll give it to us both.
I swear to God, I'll kill us."
We're gonna have to self quarantine. Then we won't have to go anywhere.
Yo, that is so crazy. But like, I could see some people doing that. No, we can't leave for 14 days. It's like, what the fuck, dude? It is what it.
What I've been seeing a lot is the saying
I'm
that
sorry.
COVID-19 is going to cause like the Hunger Games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm surprised that people aren't like throwing punches and stuff because we're over here fighting over Popeye's chicken sandwiches, but like
Yo, facts. And actually, no, I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere. Don't quote me. I can't fact check this, but like I'm pretty sure somebody told me that they heard somebody got shot over toilet paper at Walmart, which is honestly before COVID-19 a believable thing. It's Walmart.
okay.
You can't even say that. That's
Right.
Yeah. But like I'm waiting for someone to sneeze out in public and then somebody turn around like it's Resident Evil, like they just got bit and all of a sudden it's time to turn.
Listen, that too. Toilet paper is so hard to find now, so like like I said again, I'm surprised people aren't throwing punches and whatnot.
I know.
Over some toilet paper.
My mom texted me while I was at work and she's like, "Can you grab some paper towel from where?" Where?
Actually, paper towel is actually a lot easier to find than toilet paper.
It's a lot easier to find, but it's not easy to find. I'm so scared because like I don't give into mass hysteria, and like I said, when people do those crazy things, you're just like, now you're just being ridiculous. Because I just had a half gallon of milk in my fridge for about a week. And it went bad before I could finish it. So the people buying 5 gallons of milk, what the fuck are they doing with that?
Though? I've seen, like, I don't know if this is real or not, but, like, shelves of a whole bunch of stuff, like, stocked on people's shelves and then them selling it.
You know what? That actually makes a lot of sense.
So that could be what they're doing, like, stocking up on milk, paper towel, toilet paper.
They better sell the milk.
And then they're selling it.
Wow. That $2.98 for a gallon of milk is now $4.
I was going to say, I feel like everything is overpriced now.
Oh, facts. So I went to Stop and Shop, and I was like, yo.
Stop and Shop was always a little pricey.
Yeah, but it was, what did we get? Because I think you were with me, and I was like, what the fuck was, like, why? How did it get to that? It was like
ground beef or something?
The ground beef was actually cheap.
No,
the one that I got.
The big one.
Yeah, I got the big one, but it was only like $1. Yeah, the small one was like $8. The one that I got was like $9, and it was like twice the size. And I'm like, what the fuck? That didn't make sense. Yeah, that's because somebody. You know what? I haven't eaten it yet. We'll find out why it was that price in a little bit. But yeah, no, it's just like it's this sense of urgency and a sense of like nothing at the same time. It's like. It's the weirdest fucking thing. It's literally just like Like, you know, that hurry up and wait type mentality is what I'm saying. It's just like everything needs to shut down. Restaurants are closed. We're closing stores early. Which honestly, can we go back to that? This is where I started my whole like they're just causing chaos right now so that they can gain control of the situation, because that is the easiest way to gain control is cause fear, right? So that's where my mindset was. It was when they said they were going to do curfews. My thing is like, what is a curfew going to do when it's a virus?
I don't think it's a bad idea.
But you understand what I'm saying? It's like, okay, Jersey, 8 o'clock, you got to be home by 8 p.m. Nobody can be out in the streets. Does the virus get like stronger at 8 p.m.? That's my point. So it's just like they started doing ridiculous things.
I'm saying I understand in terms of like not wanting people to be out, but reasonable times.
And I get what the thing is. It's like they are trying to control the amount of time people are exposed to each other. So they're figuring the less amount of time people are out, the less the less chance there is for them to spread the virus. Mm-hmm. So that I understand where it came from, but it's just like you're setting curfews at night so people don't go out at night, which is just in my head seems like you're just making rules.
Why would people go out at night anyway? You already closed the bars, you closed the clubs, so where are people going at night?
I don't know. Like I get that concept where it's like, well, like my job is kind of like now we're closed early so we can clean and sanitize and down, like literally.
That makes sense for
my job.
Yes, and other jobs like that.
Yeah, but it's just the curfew itself where it's like after 8 p.m. you can't go outside.
Yeah,
is where I was like, okay, you're just being controlling at this point. You're just in control and you're taking advantage of the situation. But so that's where I was like at that whole mass hysteria, trying to gain control, like conspiracy type theory thing going on. But like at the same time, it's just like, why do we need to be told to stay home when this is going on? Why are we still teaching people how to wash their hands? It's a kindergarten class.
Because people don't get it. People aren't taking it seriously.
Right.
So we talk about how like people were still traveling up until like a week ago.
Yeah, and they're still traveling, bro. I
understand. Like flights are really cheap. I was a little tempted myself, but I was like,
not cheap enough. My flight, the tickets I just booked for me and my son, not cheap at all.
Yeah, well, you booked it out out.
Yeah,
they probably figured, oh, coronavirus is gonna be good.
And if it's not, I'm going. I don't give a damn what his mom says. We're going because this is the same trip that got canceled on us last year. Mm-hmm. So we're going this year, coronavirus or not. I don't give a fuck if I have to quarantine, and I'm sure he won't either because he'll have to go back to school. I can't go to school for 2 weeks. Oh well.
What was I gonna say? But I think a lot of places are getting ahead of like the traveling thing, and they're closing a lot of stuff. Like I know Miami was a big place to travel.
Isn't LA like shut down?
Yeah. So like Miami was like a big place to travel because Miami is pretty expensive to go to. And they recently closed down the beaches, closed down all the hotels so that people wouldn't go there. And I was like, where was that a while ago? Like, come on.
Let's cut retrospect type shit. If we just looked at the situation, here's my thing. If you had knowledge of something that you knew you couldn't cure, would you go around it yourself? Would you be like, oh no, I'm fine, I'm cool. Like, yeah, no, there's no way for me to fix it, but I'm definitely going to take this bottle full of poison and drink it. Would you do that?
No.
So then why the fuck did the president just be like, oh no, we're not going to take any precaution? Like he literally took the bottle, opened it, and drank a fucking piss of poison, and that's like
I don't know.
None of that made sense to anybody, but it made sense to me. I know what I meant.
I don't know why he didn't, knowing that we have a lot of immigrants in our country, and
Yeah, that was
people who like
oh,
to
God,
travel, businesses.
There's gonna be a
who
wall
travel.
soon. This is gonna fuel his fire.
I mean, like they already closed down the wall to get to Canada, and
Yeah, that's why our trip's off.
Yeah.
Our trip's off.
Oh,
but both, no matter, either one of our trips are off now for your birthday. This is the week. I don't think we can leave the state really either without having to get to quarantine at this point.
Yeah, because if you come back,
stay.
then you have to quarantine.
Yep, and I'm not for it. I mean, unless you want to, we could. I don't give a damn. Imagine the 5 of us quarantined together. That would be fucking. Actually, let's take that trip. Let's do it. Where are we staying? My house. We want to just like bubble to each other's houses.
Yeah. No, actually, imagine if they stay posted at your house with like a gun and like, hey, you gotta stay inside. Like, imagine if sub-quarantine was that serious.
Then that's not self-quarantined anymore. That is a different definition. That is somebody telling me not to leave the house at that point. I'm waiting for that too. I was like, now I can tell that the governor is trying not to do a full statewide shutdown. Now, I can see it now, but I was like, listen, they are already telling us where we can eat, when we can eat, how we can get our food, what time we can be there, how many people we can be with. The next thing is martial law.
She's really trying her best not to close down.
Right.
And I understand, but I feel like that's the only way that we're going to get better.
I'm at that point too. Like, I honestly want that. Man.
Like we have already discussed, people are still going out and not staying inside. People are not practicing social distancing. There are some people, a little few.
I'm still having sex, so.
I don't think that's a problem.
Okay.
I think it's...
My only thing is the person that I'm doing it with isn't going out, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not worried.
She should be worried because people are sneezing and all up in your face, so.
Well, that is true. She should be more worried. She should be worried more about it than me for the simple fact that, like, I might come across somebody who has the virus, but I might just pass it to her because I have a really strong immune system. Like, I've never had the flu, and I don't get the flu shot.
I mean,
I get a cold once in a while. I don't get sick. The only time I get sick is because of, like, the ulcers and stuff. But like I don't think I've ever had the flu. I've never had the flu. And I've only gotten I got the flu shot once in my entire adulthood. The first time I ever got the flu shot was when my son was born, because he was a newborn. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. But then after that, I was like, no, it's pointless. And I never got it again. And that was almost 11 years ago.
But they're saying that...
I also never had the chicken pox, which is kind of scary.
But chicken pox are rare now.
I just wanted to mention that
I don't think any child now has had the chicken pox.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that not crazy to think about?
It's because of vaccinations.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe in vaccines?
I don't know. Because what vaccine did you get in utero?
You get it when you...
What chemicals are in your body in utero that you need when you are a child to fix you? There's nothing wrong. They're just, they're putting the shit inside of your body. I sound so fucking, I sound like a conspiracy, Nazi.
Speaking of conspiracy, they thought that the coronavirus was a conspiracy. Have you heard coronavirus?
Oh, that China gave it to us?
China made it. It was man-made.
Probably. It's called COVID-19. I mean, it sounds like it was cooked up in a fucking lab, dude. Honestly, I don't know. It does sound like it was cooked up in a fucking lab. You know what bothers me too is when people are freaked out. I'm like, it's not a new thing, right? The coronavirus is SARS is a version of the coronavirus. So coronavirus.
But they're saying SARS was cooked up.
You said SARS was cooked?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In a lab? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You think it was cooked in a lab? Oh, probably. What I'm saying is people literally think that the coronavirus itself is a new thing. It's new to America. One, well, not really, but it's the COVID-19 is new to America. COVID-19 is a branch of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And that's what's new about it is that, and that's why we don't have anything. But like I said, there's other branches that we've been exposed to. So it's like it's not.
I think that's what's kind of crazy, and kind of scary about the whole thing. Is like there's new stuff that come out all the time, and like we're just like, oh, we don't have anything for it.
But that's the thing is new stuff. We're always being exposed to new germs and viruses because of mutation. So if I have the flu, the way that my cells manipulate the flu, and when I pass it to you, the way your cells, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
So my strand of the flu it will affect you different. That's where they come from. That's where the viruses are coming from. Is the mixture. It's a mutation of what's going on in the body because we don't have the same immune system and cells and shit fighting the same flu. It's always that's how the viruses are, like, that's where they come from. So it's like okay, yeah, this is a new strand. This is new to you that we have a virus that's new from a virus that we already had. That's where I'm confused. Is like why people are not getting that this is not new. But it's like what my thing is like, why aren't we like, are we trying the remedies and cures that we were using for those viruses to like, are we, you know what I mean? I'm not a science person.
I think it's a mix. I think there are people who are on it and trying to figure it out. But then I feel like the government and everyone else is just like, all right, we got to test people. We got to test these people and see if they have it and then enforce social distancing and ways to prevent the spread.
Yeah, you gotta be prudent. Yeah, no, for something like this, yeah, pre-acting is far more important than like, okay, let's all get together and figure out how to cure it.
Yeah.
First things first. Let's get everybody away from each other.
They have to slow the curve before they are able to, and that's what they're trying to do.
They're not going to cure everyone that didn't die. There's a lot of New York is bad.
Yeah, New York is bad.
But that's because New York is disgusting, and that supports everything I've ever said when we're trying to plan trips, and I'm like, I don't want to go to New York.
Listen, I don't mind visiting New York, the city. I don't mind visiting the city. I just wouldn't want to live in the city.
Can't. No, I can't with the city.
I'm sorry, people who live in New York, but it's dirty.
I like going to Battery Park.
It smells like piss. There's trash everywhere.
Are you talking about the city?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I hate going to like Elizabeth, Jersey. Same thing. Elizabeth smells. not the city Elizabeth. It's only funny because every time I say that, I think that's my aunt's name. So I'm like
sorry, TT.
Oh, that's funny. But it does. I understand that.
But don't get me wrong. I don't think New York is a bad place to visit. I just wouldn't want to live in New York. It's very crowded.
Not all of it. There's rural.
The city is very crowded. Yes. I have to correct myself and say the city.
Yeah. I've been to parts that nice neighborhoods, and I was like, oh, that's what New York could be. Oh, all right, maybe. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, no.
I know that a lot. There's a few communities in New York. I don't know if it's in the city or like in a different part that have like military, and they're like, you need to stay in the house, and we will pass out food to you.
Oh, yikes! So the National Guard is in New York, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know if it's in the city or like a small part.
Where probably you have your thing there. I do. So my sister was complaining about them sending like pregnant mothers down here, and the governor was like welcoming them to give birth at our hospital. My sister's pregnant, so.
Oh, she is? Wait, which one?
The not blood one, the oldest. Yeah. So she was kind of that's funny. So she was kind of like saying stuff about that, and I'm like, yeah, but that's kind of like how do you justify saying what you're saying where they should stay in New York to give birth when it's like if they don't have this COVID-19 and they go to the hospital to give birth, you're putting that mother and the baby at risk just because you think they should stay in New York to have their baby. That's kind of unfair, but it's also unfair to the people here having babies that are like if they do test positive for it. So I don't know. It's just a lot going on right now. Anyways, I'm still waiting for zombies. So like,
you and everyone else.
well, not everyone else,
zombie
but
fans.
but
Who are
yeah,
zombie
yeah,
fans?
zombie fans. Yeah, yeah. Like I went out. I'm going outside, taking my trash out and stuff, and I'm looking around, waiting for the. Like I'm waiting for it.
Listen, the thing that kind of scares me the most about that is we don't know how these zombies are going to be.
Yeah, yeah. We don't know if they're going to be slow, fast, shots to the head kind of kills. You know, do we have to take?
Are they World War Z zombies or are they
Resident
Dead
Evil? No,
zombies?
are they Resident Evil 1?
Zombies?
Resident Evil, the first game.
That
zombies.
they just pick up guns and start
No,
shooting
that's no. I mean, yeah, right, exactly. So if it's Resident Evil, the first movie and first game, slow as shit. You could run past them and they wouldn't even notice you. But like, you get to the last Resident Evil, or of the games and the movies, and they're running at you, shooting guns, driving motorcycles. Did you see that shit? And I was just like, what happened to these zombies?
Motorcycles.
Yeah, well, because they are bioweapons. That's where that whole thing started. That
Imagine if that's how COVID-19 started.
that's what I'm saying.
Because
everyone's making jokes. They're like, did you ever wonder what happened to COVID 1 through 18? And I was like, well, COVID-19 is the test run that's getting everybody sick. COVID 20 is what's going to turn the people into zombies. I'm ill prepared, and I still can't own guns. So it's like I'm fucking screwed. I'm going to be shooting these things with pellets. But I do have a lot of knives and stuff.
Listen, all you need is like just something sharp.
Oh yeah, I got machetes.
Well. Depending on what kind of zombies these are.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, if they're the running type zombies, we're fucked. I'm fucked.
Or if they're the climbing type zombies.
I'm going, but I already know where I'm going to. I'm going to my job.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to your job.
No! Oh, damn it.
Listen, everyone that I've spoken to about a zombie apocalypse has said they're going to your job.
The friends that you know
are friends that work at your job.
Right, they're not coming. I'm going to kill them at the door. Especially that one.
I'm pretty sure the friends that I know watch.
I know. And I'm going to tell them. I'm like, did you watch that episode? And he's going to be like, yeah. And I'm like, I was talking about you. Right. You in that other one. The one that's on that side of the building and the one that's next to my department.
Okay, now you're making it real obvious.
I'm talking to you! No, I'm just kidding. No names. What do I call them?
And listen,
I gotta give them some names so we can talk about them.
No, everyone that works at your job's gonna be like, who are you talking about?
They will. And I'll be like, wouldn't you like to know? But I'm sure that they know. I'm just kidding. I don't dislike anyone. I just will kill people at the door that I didn't invite to my team. Although, after what happened that other time with him, I think he might be allowed. Because that means he's obviously smart enough to take down... You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
Sorry for this brief pause while he explains the story to me. And now back.
Oh, yeah. So if he's smart enough to manage...
How do you know about that?
Oh, fuck. So, my thing is, like, if he's smart enough to maneuver that man to defend himself, maybe I should keep him on the team.
I mean, if he's just going to be tackling shit and stuff.
You know what?
And running into shit.
I also invited, the one that nobody liked. You know what? I have to stop because this is not good for business. But I was like, nah, we're gonna have home girl be part of the team too because she's expendable. So when we need to like have a diversion.
Oh yeah. You know what? She'll just.
So we'll be like, hey, go out there and tackle our zombies as we run the other direction.
You know what? She probably would too.
Stupid. Oh man. Anyways, now that I just I'm gonna get fired. Wow. So yeah. Anyways, back to what we were saying about the New York thing.
So this article says President Donald Trump on Sunday announced that he has activated the National Guard in California, New York, and Washington state in order to combat the spread of the coronavirus.
Okay. And that makes sense because those are really like hot cities.
Yeah.
For like tourists and.
This was on the 22nd.
What's that, 28th?
I think so.
I don't know. I can't tell. So, I mean, that's intense, honestly. But
it says the administration emphasized that the deployed of Guard members is not martial law. I guess that's just a way
just to clarify, where they're not declaring martial law. Which, when you have martial law, I'm pretty sure that means the Constitution is out the window. We are not free.
Oh, so like they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, shoot at will kind of thing.
That'd be, that would kind of be interesting, but also kind of scary.
I mean, I would not really want to experience it, but at the same time, I want to experience it.
That's like, I always want to go. Wish I could go back in time just to see things, but I wouldn't want to experience it.
So
like
no, I get what you're saying. Like fly on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be kind of.
I would like to see the March on Washington, but I don't know if I would want to be alive during that time.
Like I would love to be on that bus and see Rosa Parks and be like, no, I am not getting up. I'm fucking tired. But like, I don't want to get involved,
exactly.
And they probably would have just been like, you and your brothers get off the bus and be like, I don't even know her. I'm just what the
fuck. All right, she don't want to move. You guys get off the bus.
I you and all your friends off the bus. But I'm in the back doing my job. Okay, I'm back here staying quiet. I don't even know her. Yeah, no, that would be kind of dope though. I do want to see that because I really want to know. The one thing I do want to know about the Rosa Parks situation, which is really off topic, but like I do want to know if it was like I'm gonna make a stand today because I want to sit here and I want to do this, or it was just like literally like, damn, I worked 12 hours today, my feet hurt, I can't make it to the back. Please, this is an open seat. No one's on this bus. Like you know what I mean? I just can't get up. Like I really want to know if it was like. I mean, it doesn't matter either way. The motive behind it doesn't change what the significance in the thing, you know what I mean? But
I'd like to go back to the time of the dinosaurs.
That'd be dope.
I love
like
dinosaurs.
Before the meteor comes, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But like I wouldn't want to live among the dinosaurs because I don't.
I wouldn't want to ride a raptor though. Actually, the only thing is,
what?
You know, the raptors in Jurassic Park aren't real life raptors. Like, have you seen a real life raptor? That sounds crazy. Have you seen real life raptor skeletons?
No,
they're tiny. They're like the size of a chicken. The smallest one is like the size of a chicken, and also they had feathers, so it looks like a fucking chicken. It's like this with a big nose. That's about it. The biggest one is like, it's like my son's size.
So
it's all alive? Yeah, it's all alive. I think the only like actual like they had to because can you imagine Jurassic Park with reptile?
No, Jurassic Park was like
extreme
amusement park, so like I guess.
I love that, man. I can't believe they took that shit away from the zoo. That was the best part of the zoo.
The dinosaurs?
Yeah. Do you remember that? No, please don't say no. Because if you say no, and you know what it's gonna do to me.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure that was. You probably were like kind of too young to remember the dinosaurs at the zoo, but that's all right. That's okay. They took it away a long time ago. Let me put it that way.
Oh, so you're just trying to age me?
Maybe I was just trying to make myself feel better. Anyways, back to the president.
The coronavirus.
The coronavirus is corona time. Back to the Trump thing. Do you think he's like? Do you think that maybe it was just like he was like in over his head and he didn't know what to do, and that's how it got out of hand? Or do you think he just completely ignored the signs?
I think he just completely ignored the signs, because even if he didn't know what to expect, he has advisors.
That's
He
true.
has people on his team that are like, President Trump, maybe you should look into this.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
this
true,
is,
because the
kinda
president
serious."
doesn't actually run the country. He's just the face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much how that's how.
he has the title, and then everyone else.
Yeah, like
Congress.
working the job I've been working, I've discovered that's really what it is. It's like you're only as good as your team.
And you know what kind of is unfortunate about that is like everyone's like, oh yeah, Bernie Sanders. And I don't mean to talk about politics right now, but everyone's like, oh yeah, Bernie Sanders, he's gonna give us like free education, have us have no student loan debt. But he can propose it, but it's up to Congress to decide if
First of all,
they want to.
it's up to Congress to decide. Second off, where is this money coming from?
And like,
You know what I mean?
if Congress is all Republicans, then anyway, again, didn't mean to talk about politics.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I was just kind of wondering, just because it's like there are some times where it's like I'm just like, oh, he's stupid, but then at the same time it's like, but you don't become a successful businessman. I mean, he kind of was handed to him, but you don't become and retain a successful business career being stupid. So there's got to be some intelligence in that brain, but at this, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, did you see this coming, or were you blatantly ignorant to the fact that
Well-
people were like, hey, this is serious, dude?
Well, we already know how our president is. He's not the most like.
I mean, he didn't know that Puerto Rico was part of this country yet, so I mean,
He's not like the sharpest tool in the shed. You know?
not even. He's not even.
He's not even in the shed.
He's not. He is not even in the. He's the. You know, like
He's
when you
on
have
the shelf.
you
still
got the shed
collecting
like
dust.
this. Now you got the shed. This is the shed right here, and then right before the door is the rake on the ground. That's him.
He's not even the rake on the ground. He's at the store still collecting dust in a box or something.
He's still in the overhead.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Basically, so also, like, since people are still going shopping and we still got to deal with it I still got to deal with it on a daily basis, I have decided that at this point now, it's because have you seen like the people that are like going out and licking shit and coughing on people just to be funny?
Is that the coronavirus challenge thing?
Probably.
I've heard about coronavirus
I heard,
challenge, and I'm
yeah,
like,
no,
that is so stupid.
Right. So like, you could be charged with, not. I don't think it's. I mean, it's terrorism, but like, it's not. You know, like planes flying into building terrorism type shit. But it is because you're causing fear. Like you're causing terror because of what's going on. So you could be charged for something like that if you get caught doing it. So like, here's my thing. At work, I decided that if somebody like coughs on me or sneezes on me, like they don't cover their mouth when they're doing it, whether accidental sneeze, like they just had to sneeze, or they like playing around do it, I'm gonna punch them in the face. Self-defense. I don't care what you say.
I think I sent you the video about that, right? And it was like,
No.
yo, if anyone calls on me, I swear I'm gonna fight them.
And I'm gonna fight him. No, but I did not get that video, but I'm gonna. It's going down.
I swear I sent it to you on Instagram.
I just feel like it's like that. If somebody spits on you, that's assault. So if you cough on me while there's a virus going around, I'm gonna fight you.
And I think that just goes back to like people,
Disrespect.
not
Hygiene.
disrespect, but like they think it's
A
a joke.
Yeah. No, like people are still like digging into their nose and sneezing into their hands and fucking coughing like without covering their mouth in conversation, and you're just like, dude, really? Even if there wasn't a virus going on, that's fucking disgusting. And then you go touch shit, let alone the germs you're spreading. What about all of the shit that you just touched before you fucking put your finger in your nostril. Now
Um,
you have COVID nostril.
COVID nostril.
Nasty. Your nose is gonna blow up.
So,
Is that a thing? No, sir, it's not.
I don't know if you saw this video.
Nah, let me see. Play it.
Um,
Turn it. Okay, play it to me.
well, I could put it in the
Yeah, you can.
video
'Cause
once
you're,
we're done.
yeah, because you're talented.
I am.
I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying. You know, we've been waiting for Miami spring break for a while. About 2 months we've had this trip planned. 2 to 3 months. We're just out here having a good time. Whatever happens, happens.
Like, it's really messing up with my spring break. What is there to do here other than go to the bars or the beach, and they're closing all of it? It's really messing up. I think they're blowing it way out of proportion. I think it's doing way too much.
Doing us bad. We need a refund. This virus ain't that serious. It's serious. It's more serious things out there like hunger and poverty, and we need to address that.
Yeah, I mean, we planned this a long time ago, and it was kind of up in the air if we still go, but, like, we're here. I just turned 21 this year, so I'm here to party, so it's kind of disappointing, but we're just making the most of it. We met these other people in our little Airbnb spot, so we're just hanging out with them and trying to get drunk before everything closes.
I mean, it sucks, but we're gonna make the best of it. We're enjoying ourselves. It sucks, and I'm from New Orleans, so this really sucks. However, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. We having day parties all day. It's my birthday, St. Patrick's Day. Turn up.
We're just trying to roll with the boy. We're just living for the moment.
All
We're
the
just
people
going
drunk?
for. We're just gonna do what happens when it happens. When stuff
All of the
closes,
white
we're gonna do
people
when it
we just saw
closes.
are
But
definitely drunk.
besides
Decent
that,
drunk.
we're just trying to have the best trip we can.
All right. She was like, "Yeah, we planned this trip." Oh, yeah, nah, I'll reschedule. I'll come back when your trip is over. Like, is that what she expected the coronavirus to say? My bad. You right. You did get those tickets. You did plan ahead. You got these tickets in January. I'm sorry, I'm fucking up. I fucked up.
And listen, I had a whole trip planned for my birthday.
Yeah.
But listen,
but even if we wanted to go, we obviously can't now.
Yeah, because everything's closed and
Because we wanted to go to Canada.
the border's closed. So
I'm not getting.
Anyway,
I'm not getting shot for your birthday.
and we
Hey,
have to
they're
travel.
going over the wall, eh?
We would have to travel to New York, and then we would have to get quarantined for 14 days. Actually, if you travel to New York or you're coming from New York, you get
That's what I'm saying.
quarantined for 14
No matter
days.
where if we leave the state, when we come back, we have to quarantine for 2 weeks. No matter where we go, so we could leave the country. It's the same thing. I just took this hat off, and I know my hair is terrible. I was gonna cut it today. I'm gonna cut it after. But yes, yep, yeah. We're not doing that. We're not
No.
going anywhere. We're gonna just.
I planned this trip months ago, but after the corona,
Listen. Yeah, we planned this trip months ago, and it's like really a buzz. It's like really like it's killing our vibe. This is supposed to be your birthday weekendy, and like we can't even chill. Like it's not even that serious.
It's not that sad.
No, but we I think what we're gonna do is get a telly and have a little telly party. I don't even care. I don't even care at this point if everybody contributes, because like I understand that this shit happened.
And like, not everyone's working anymore because that shit happened.
Yeah. So, like I said, we'll figure it out. But we're gonna do a telly party. We're gonna go to the liquor store because liquor stores are essential.
And that's what I'm saying. Why are certain things still open?
Listen, liquor stores are essential. Alcoholics would not survive this.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, and I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I said it's a
You
side.
put it,
I was
in
like,
a group chat.
yeah, I said Sai, so we're just gonna roll with it. Her Snapchat, she put the thing that said that had the picture of the news, and it was like circled that it's liquor stores are essential business. And I'm like, well, if you live with someone like who I live with, yes, a liquor store is very essential for both of us. We need to be drunk if we're gonna spend this much time. If we get shut down,
Spend this much time together.
boy, you don't even know. I'm gonna be like, shots? You want a shot? Did you want to have a conversation? You need a shot first.
But other types of stores are still open too.
Yes, sex shops are open. I know, Kaden works at a sex
I
shop.
didn't want to say it.
Maybe I shouldn't say that out loud. Fuck it. Someone we know. Sex shops are open.
And why are they essential?
Because people are quarantined for 14 days. What the fuck do you think they're doing inside the house with their wives and husbands?
Okay. Watching Netflix.
And
doing
chilling.
TikTok.
You know what happens when you watch Netflix. Don't be silly, D.
And do TikTok?
Don't be silly. Or they're quarantined by themselves. Then they have to go and get like a fleshlight or something. I really hope those headphones So like, I just want to. I gotta explain that. So like, my son wouldn't leave the room because he's doing something. So I was like, all right, so you have to put these headphones on. And I gave him the noise canceling headphones in his laptop, and I'm just really praying that he actually has something playing, because I just said something about a fleshlight, and I don't need to.
Well, maybe you heard flashlight.
He didn't hear anything. There's no reaction.
No. I mean, your son doesn't really react until after things happen anyway.
That's pretty true. That is pretty true.
He's going to Google it.
That was funny. I like that. Oh, that's funny. All right. Anyways, we're gonna. And you got anything? You want to say anything else about this COVID-19?
No.
No. Yeah.
Oh. I do actually. Like, I saw an interview with the CDC, or I don't know who it was. All that matters was I was watching the news. I saw this guy say that we can't put a time on the virus. The virus just has a time of its own, you know? So I was like, that's very true. We can't say, schools are going to open within the next week or so.
Yeah.
But when we really don't know the situation, like, we don't really know how the course of this virus is going to go. We can just hope that what the government is putting in place right now and what they're trying to do, stores and all that kind of stuff are doing right now, is going to help.
Yeah.
But
it's really just like that whole people need to actually be do what you're being told to do if you really are fed up with this.
Right.
Like, that's like, I'm sorry, but that's like being like, this hurts, this hurts, this hurts. Well, then why don't you stop hitting yourself in the face?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, no, I totally get that. And it's just, that whole time frame thing is like, if you want a better estimate of a time frame, again, do what you're being told. Because if there's no carrier for the virus, for it to pass along to the next person, to the next carrier, it will die off.
Mm-hmm.
So let's stay the fuck home. So, like I said earlier, what's up, everybody? This is your insert where I work COVID-19 essential team telling you to stay the fuck home. And with that, let's end the show.
Thank you for watching. I hope that you found this very informative. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow our podcast on Anchor, and you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast, and all the podcasting streaming websites.
And remember, we decided to risk our health to do this. So please share and like everything that has come, because now you have time. We know you're stuck in the fucking house. Go listen to the first one, listen to the first episode, and to this one, and then to the next one, and the one after that, and after that, and the one after that, and then after that, and you know what? The one after that. See ya.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything.